What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at the best Pokemon cards to invest in under $1. That's right, there are some awesome picks under $1, cards that are just practically worthless but have so much room to run. Before we jump in, make sure you guys are subscribing. We are trying to hit 4,000 subscribers. Anytime you are buying any of these cards or anything else on eBay, make sure to click this link. This link is available in every single video description. You are helping support the channel at no additional cost to you. Anytime you are shopping on eBay, click that link. And if you do want to support directly, don't forget to use code YouTube5 on my website, PokeKingShop.com. So I want to start off and discuss Cosmos foils. I think Cosmos foils in general are very, very undervalued. And there's kind of this blue and red camp where it's very divided. You have some Cosmos foils that are extremely expensive, and then you have some that are just practically worthless. Froakie's an excellent example of one that's just not really worth anything. It's a 50-cent card. But what you will find is some of these cards are extremely hard to get in a Gem Mint 10. As a result of them being very difficult to get in a Gem Mint 10 and having more selective pop reports, the premium on them is crazy. There's this one guy I follow where he grades a bunch of Cosmos foils. He tries to hit the Gem Mint 10s, and sometimes you'll see some of these cards, not saying this Froakie in particular, but other cards that will go for hundreds of dollars. So the play with these is stock up and try to get as many mint copies as possible, send them out to grading, and resell those pristine 10s, those Gem Mint 10s, because that is where you could truly capitalize, and it will offset the cost of every single cheap copy. Another excellent example is the Makuhita. I mean, this is specifically the Mega Evolution Perfect Order Check Lane promo. I think the Check Lane blisters in general, the promos, it makes no sense that this is a 25-cent card. I know you can't tell here, but this actually has hollow foil all over the border. The card is hollow, it's shiny, it's really cool. The Cosmos foils, like, this is a cool Pokemon. It's a fun artwork. It's a Pokemon that nobody really cares about, but, you know, without Pokemon like this, Pokemon wouldn't be what it is today. Like, if you only had Charizard, Gengar, Pikachu, you know, that's the awesome thing about Pokemon, is that there's a collector for every kind of Pokemon. You know, somebody's favorite, maybe somebody watching this video right now, maybe Makuhita is your favorite Pokemon, but this is another excellent example where just at these prices, it is such an obvious screaming buy where the only way is going up. Now, don't expect any Gengars or Umbreons in this video. We are exploring cards under $1, so naturally it is going to be some cheaper cards, but Makuhita is another one of my favorites. Toxel from the Scarlet Violet era. This is another Cosmos foil promo. I actually have two to show. This is one, this is the other one. This is the most recent one. So this is the Chaos Rising Check Lane blister. I wanted to do an honorable mention of both, but if you want to ask me, I think between the two, this one is a stronger, cooler illustration. This comes from the Chaos Rising Check Lane blisters. Again, super, super awesome value. I mean, in these blisters, which are selling for about $13 online, what you get is one booster pack, one promo, and a coin. So the coin's not really worth anything. Let's not add any value to that. The pack is $7, $8. So effectively, $4.50 to $5 is in this promo. However, if you look at it, I mean, this promo is available near mint for 40 cents. So where's that extra $4 going? Towards the coin? Going to the plastic coin? I don't think anybody cares about the plastic coin. Now, I know there are people who collect coins, but nobody's paying $4 for one plastic coin. So that tells me that just like nobody really knows how to value these Cosmos foils, and as a result, they are extremely, extremely undervalued in the current market. Shifting beyond Cosmos foils, there's other opportunities. You could even go back to early Sword and Shield era promos of popular Pokemon. You know, we got our main man Godzilla here, Tyranitar V at 75 cents. Another streaming buy. This is the type of card where, if you look at the market history, sure, it's up 70%, but it went from 50 cents to now 89 cents. Like, it's not meaningful movement on a dollar scale, but, you know, this is the type of card that eventually will be $3-4. And if you got a few copies, that's pretty solid returns. For people just starting out, you know, they don't have these really cheap cards. Like, you shouldn't be selling these cards if they are old, featuring popular Pokemon in excellent condition, because at these prices, after you reduce out selling fees on online marketplaces, it doesn't even make sense. So I'm surprised to see people, unless you're really playing the bulk game, for me, it's not worth my time. Maybe it is for you, but Tyranitar V, awesome Pokemon. This is the type of card that's just going to perform really well. On that same note, you know, other popular Pokemon just from exclusive, fun, quirky products, like this is the Trick or Trade Booster Bundle. Mewtwo, Hollow Foil, it's one of the chasers. You have the Gengar as well, which people love. You have the Pikachu. But I remember the Mewtwo being one that just For the longest time, nobody really cared about it. And even to this day, nobody really cares about it. But again, if you take this card, you grade it, you hit a 10, somebody who's a Mewtwo species collector, they're going to pay you a massive premium on it. So that is really the play with these cheap $1 cards. If you want to flip and make money, grading is definitely the route to go. Shifting attention even to something brand new. I think these EX promo cards are undervalued because when you take an EX collection box that's selling online for $45 or $50, you get 4 packs. So you're paying $12.50 per pack. However, the packs in these EX boxes in the Mega Evolution block at the start feature Mega Evolution Base, which is like an $8 to $10 pack. So again, you're paying an extra $2.50 to $3 per pack. There's 4 packs. It's an extra $12. What is that extra $12? You're not paying for the plastic, are you? Well, the only other thing inside of that EX box is the promo. So how is this promo 75 cents? I'm not saying this deserves to be a $13 card, but what I am trying to say is that 75 cents just feels too cheap. You know, exclusive promo cards that you could only obtain from certain products that are only available for a very limited time that are unlikely to get reprints because the Pokemon company's not really in the business of reproducing the same product 100 times over. They would rather create a new colorful box and sell it to you. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, this is a card that I would expect to see $4.99 free shipping, not 75 cents plus shipping. So again, Mega Kangaskhan, excellent pick. An even more obvious play, Mega Venusaur, 89 cents. Are you kidding me? You know, this is the type of card that one day just going to be $8. You don't know how, but it is going to be an $8 card. And I have a lot of these cards. The reason why I'm showing, I don't have every card that's in this video. I'm just overall doing a market analysis, but I'm telling you guys, this is one that I actually do have a lot of copies of. I think it's just very undervalued. You know, it's Venusaur. It's a starter, for crying out loud. How is this not even $1? Super, super cheap. It opened out the gate at $3. My question is, how did we drop down to 75 cents? And now we've barely rebounded. We haven't even hit $1 now. Our average market price is 90 cents. You know, this is the type of card where I'm just not selling it. I'm not selling it. I have a lot. I'm waiting. The strategy here with these popular cards is just buy and hold. Okay, you could buy one fancy full art Venusaur of some kind for like $100 or $200, or you could get 200 copies of the cheap one. I think short term, you're going to have stronger returns buying just the quality over quantity. But long term, I would be picking up these like bulk cards because the fundamentals are still strong. You know, it's a good Pokemon. It's a promo. It's exclusive. At these prices, at these levels, it doesn't make sense. Mega Clefable. Actually, before we get to the Mega Clefable, let me do Mega Latias because these three go together. You have the Mega Kangaskhan EX box, the Mega Latias box, and then you have the Mega Venusaur EX Premium Collection box. This is another one where, on the same note, you buy near mint for 45 cents. Excellent card. You know, again, don't expect for this card to be $40. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I am trying to say, though, is if you look at this card and you're at a convention, let's say, and somebody has this listed for $3, immediately when you're looking at this card, would you think that that's a terrible price? I don't think so. I don't think you would. And for that reason alone, at 45 cents, it's a buy because it can't get any cheaper. Just at these prices, it can't get any cheaper. Mega Clefable is actually one that kind of surprised me. This is, unlike the EX collection boxes, this comes from the tin. Now, everybody's buying out the Gengar. The Gengar is holding very well. That's like an $8 to $12 card. Even after mass production and mass supply, prices haven't really dropped down. So Gengar is holding line. Clefable, on the other hand, not really worth anything. $1.90. Are you better off? The question is, are you better off having one Gengar or 12 Clefables? I think that's up for discussion. I think the right play would be to diversify. But I think with time, Mega Pokemon in general, I don't care what Pokemon it is, just Mega Pokemon in general are going to go up. Wait for the Mega Block to be finished. We're taking it for granted. We don't even know how good we have it. Everybody's complaining these days, but I'm telling you, we are in a golden era of Pokemon card collecting. 72 cents, this is a buy. Flareon, this is an interesting one. This is the Charizard stamped. Here you have the Charizard stamp from the Battle Academy. And this one, let's see, near mint, right under $1, 94 cents. It's a cool one, you know, it's a quirky card. It comes from this exclusive Battle Academy thing. Not very many people have it. This reminds me of just like random Japanese exclusive tournament promo cards, things like that, that for the longest time were worth nothing. But then one day, it's like a $12 card. And if you want it, you have to buy it at that price because nobody else has them. The big benefit with these is just not a lot of supply. So I'm a big fan of these like quirky like promos. Mega Latias we discussed. Circling back to Cosmos foils. Look at also popular Pokemon from popular sets. 151 Kadabra. banging artwork. This is a perfect example of one that will go for a massive premium if you are able to land a mint copy. Let's see, we have near mint, 50 cents, 50 to 60 cents, screaming buy. Do yourself a favor, pick it up. And I think that's all I have for this video, guys. This covers everything. The Makuhita and Toxel, again, those checklist promos, which we already discussed. Don't forget, guys, anytime you are shopping on eBay, click this link. This link is available in every single video. It doesn't matter what video you click on. Just think to yourself before you purchase something on eBay, click this link and then complete your purchase. Help support the channel and no additional cost to you. We have the PokeKingShop Pro Group, which gives you access to now English, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese TCG products. We offer you singles under market. We offer you graded cards under market. We have partnerships with PSA, CGC. If you purchase a grading membership, we could still offer you a better price than if you were to grade yourself and pay a membership. So what are you doing paying all these separate companies, all these fees? Join the PokeKingShop Pro Group. This is more for high-level businesses, investors, etc. People who are already spending thousands of dollars a month in this stuff. If not, website. The website's for you, PokeKingShop.com, code YouTube5. So yeah, this is all I have, guys. Overall, to kind of summarize, we have the Cosmos foils, we have the very cheap EXs, we have random quirky releases like Trick or Trade booster bundles, Battle Academies, just kind of exclusive stuff, stamped stuff that you can only get for a limited number of time. And then we have also the check lane promos and other things of that nature. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. And with that, we will catch you here on the next one.